I'm not going to spend any more time on this. I've done a retake like several times now. This is the last one. If I fuck it up, I'll try and clear it up. If I don't fuck it up, good to go. So basically, this is how you fix, should fix, obviously nothing's guaranteed, should fix the AC programmer on a 96, year-specific 96 Corvette, the good old C4, with a manual non-C68 AC control unit. Because the C68, the one with the display where you control it with button and go up or down, that one I believe has like all electronic programmer, so vacuum lines don't affect it. So if you got this, you're good to keep watching. Get to the start. What you want to do is you want to come over to the cruise control unit. Now this has two lines for it. It has I believe this is the feed line, the smaller line, and the exit line is the bigger one. You'll want to make sure these lines are mint. Mine were crummy. Mine were absolute shit. So I had to replace both of them. The smaller one is 532s, and the bigger one should be 9/32. It might be 7/32. I don't think so. I think it is 9. I'm like 80-20 on this. 80% sure I'm right. Yeah, but yeah, this bigger one goes straight into the firewall, kind of over here. You'll have to remove the battery, this trim piece. But yeah, fun fact, actually, mine has a little bung in the firewall. Like, it's almost like, I don't know, it's really weird. You'll see it if yours is fucked like mine was. But mine, right at this bung basically coming out of the firewall, it was torn, clean torn. So I actually had to stick an adapter in there and kind of just shove it in with like these two fingers because there's not a whole lot of room. I had to shove an adapter in. I trimmed it up really nice so I had as much room as possible to work with because it is super tight. It can be done and it will work just fine as long as you can shove that adapter right up in there. Now that you know you have good vacuum pressure to your AC control unit, obviously if these lines look fine, don't replace them. Fuck off. Can't be bothered. But now we get into the meat and potatoes. So you'll want to remove your driver's side seat. Bottom dash panel should be, I believe, yeah, a bolt right here. And then a couple more around here. And that's what you should need to pull this out. And then I think it has clips for the light. Whatever. Your AC programmer is going to have multiple color vacuum lines. So you should see it. It'll be a black rectangle with multiple color vacuum lines protruding out of it. So you should see it. It'll be behind the gas pedal all the ways up. Yeah, and this is what I was talking about. It has, if you can see it very closely, it has a bung. Then it's the same way on the other side. And you'll just shove an adapter in there. But yeah, basically, somewhere around here, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it or if it's obscured somewhere, but you should see the AC programmer somewhere around here. But you'll get the gist. You'll see it has a bolt on this side. I think it's, God, I want to say it's 8. It might be a 10. I don't know. Bring a couple bolts with you because every time, you don't want to get up every single time. So just bring a couple bolts with you. So you'll see this black box. Pull up a picture of it. You'll see it. You'll know what I'm talking about. So basically, this black box, when you get it down, you'll see something like, boom. You know, this will be in the corner. Go ahead, and you'll see this protruding out of it. Go ahead and cut these lines. Don't make the mistake that I made, where you left this much left over, because you were just like, ah, fuck it. Okay, cut these all the way down to here. This line, I can tell you for a fact, was the hardest line, and it's hilarious because it doesn't look like that much more, but you are dealing with such little clearance that all this matters. So make your cut down here. Now, when you get it on your table, your workbench, whatnot, you will need a drill bit, because basically, as it's sitting here, you're going to be sticking this drill bit through this hole in the center, which leads to a bolt, and you are going to be drilling that bolt out like such. I think 5/16 I used in order to drill this out. You can't remove this bolt, and it's the only way to take the cover off, so you've got to drill through it. There's, again, not a good way to salvage it. But once it comes out, you should see a breadboard, and then you should see this, which connects to, you know, more vacuum lines come out of this side, and it connects to that breadboard, and it has a whole bunch of wiry doodads that it controls. Go ahead and cut all the lines that connect to this breadboard. You're just gonna, what you're gonna go ahead and do, essentially, is just bridge this connection with new line, cutting out this middleman. Because on 96s specifically, they have soft tips for right here that once they close up, they just never open it back up. They just don't. So there is no like salvaging this. There's no really salvaging this. So again, this falls back earlier. Cut, cut, cut. Do not try and waste your time. It's not worth it. But yeah, for that vacuum line, you will want 3 30-seconds vacuum line. And that should give an extremely tight fit right here. And it has been, I did this in like July. So 3 months ago, did this? Yeah, 3 months ago. So this should be a permanent fix. I have heard dreadful stories of people replacing the 96 programmer with a 96 programmer, and that typically only lasts a month. Mainly because all this old new stock is still old. Like this, like time is still going to wear on these rubber bits. Like this is soft rubber, you will see. Time is not friendly to these at all. I've seen too many tragic tales of people just replacing the whole box and it's dead in a month, and then doing this and they never have another issue. As far as I know, not many people know this. So I'm just here to make it, to be the louder voice, especially because I've actually never seen a video on this. I've only read it. I read all this, so this is the only video that I know of that will be out for this specific problem. Does it say how common it is? From what I hear, it's pretty fucking common. So I'm assuming just not many people know what the fuck on how to fix it. But anyways, I am rambling on.